Hey, thanks for watching the channel here at TJR Sim here. If you want some discounts on some awesome sim racing products, check out my link tree here in the description. Discount code for everything that accepts discount codes is TJR Sim. Discount code TJR Sim. Thanks for watching. See you later. What's up, sim racers, track junkie fans? This is Larry at TJR Sim here, and today we're going to look at the ZX6R. Just another slight mod here. I'm going to put a tinted windscreen in. I'll leave the link below on the windscreen that I got. I picked it up off of Amazon, and I'm trying to keep some of this things low budget as I can. Generally, when I go aftermarket body work, which obviously I haven't done yet, I generally use my stock windscreen because they're usually more pliable and thicker from the rock chips and such that you get on the track beating up the screen. And they usually don't crack on me, but some of the zero gravity ones and stuff will crack on me over time. So I digress. What I normally do is keep one screen on the track fairing and then one on my stock fairing. That way I don't have to switch them back and forth each time. So what I found was this one here. I got some more goodies in there too. Some frame sliders, case covers over there, DNA filter. Waiting on my stainless lines and stuff to come in, and some more goodies for the rear of the bike. But look at this one here. This is just a smoked one, dark smoke, I believe, but it looks pretty trick, actually, really nice. And I like that it kept the stock cutout here. I don't know why the cutout's here, but it looks nice. And I was thinking at the top here, it wasn't going to be. It almost, in the picture on the Amazon picture, almost looked like it was like these covered rubber pieces they put on some of these screens, which I do not like. But no, this is just how it's molded in there. So really nice screen. So I'm going to put this up on the bike. And I got some blue screws for it as well. Or you can use your stock ones, but it should be a pretty simple process. Let's get into it. Alright, so if you're curious here, these are just some M5 screws here that I got. This comes as a 10-pack. They're only like $10 for them on Amazon. I'll leave that linked in there as well. It comes with the wheel nuts and some washers here that you can use, of course, for anytime you're going against your plastic or your body work. You want to put a little washer there so you don't grind into the paint or anything on there. But first, we'll go ahead and take these off. Should be easy peasy. You could actually just reuse. If you didn't want to get the aftermarket ones, you could use the stock ones. I do want to compare the length here, and the length is quite a bit different, so I may not be able to use these. We'll see if it works. But yeah, screens are pretty I mean, even if you have to buy the Pug or zero gravity and stuff, they're fairly inexpensive pieces to buy, even at $100. But when you're doing a project bike, you can $100 yourself to death, right? So if you can save a little coin here and there, it's usually in your best interest. See, so some of these are actually pretty short, the upper ones, and then the back ones are long. So we'll see if that works. Here we go. Looks like just pull it straight out. Wonder if there's any tension from the mirrors being on there. I think there might be a little bit of tension from the mirrors, so I'm going to break these loose a little bit. I don't know if it's needed, but side of caution, you know. You can, of course, take these off. I do know when you take these off, it's not like there's anything underneath it. Yeah, it has a little bit of tension. All right, cool. It comes right on off, so just loosen these up a little bit. And yeah, stock screens are done up really nice. Nice thick piece. See how it looks together. I want to see if it's a little bit of a double bubble here. Get this on my car. Pull this off here. You can see, yeah, so just laying them both on the flat surface, you can see how the raised screen is much higher. So if you're curious about the one that I'll drop in the link for you, there is the difference between the $44 one. This should buff the wind off a lot better. I'm a 6-foot guy, so that should be pretty handy for me. All right, I'm going to switch over. Well, actually, I'll leave these wheel nuts on here and use the aftermarket ones. I know you probably couldn't see all of that on the camera, but, get the gist. The wheel nuts in. And we'll slide her on into place. It's looking pretty good, actually. Let's see what the stock ones look like. So, that's interesting. So, just set this down for a second just to show you. You take the stock off. Zoom in there. There you go. So it has the little, just a little wheel nut piece in that plastic piece there. It's not zooming in for me, but come on, baby. Yeah, got a little plastic. There's the rubber pieces actually in the stock plastic piece here. This would look neat as carbon fiber, by the way. If you're using, say, a clear shield thought. But yep, we'll slide her in. Nice and gentle like. Snaps in really easy. Alright. I suspect these outer ones will probably be pretty easy and generous to go in here. I don't know if I'm going to need the longer ones for up front. We'll see. I like to hold the back of the wheel nut. You'll feel the screw pushing in there. And you got to give it a little pressure, basically, right? But you don't really need to over-tighten these or anything. Just to hold it on. It's already looking pretty sweet with just a little splash of blue. I'm going everything with a little bit of splash of blue on this bike because my thought process is always to whatever the least amount of color is blue or white, and I can't see myself buying white fasteners. so blue it is, right? So I go with the blue as the aftermarket accessory kits, and actually wanted to get some Woodcraft frame sliders. And I don't know if you noticed, but this 26 has a little bit of a crash slider already on there, which is kind of cool. I don't know if I'll be able to retain that after I put the GBs, but I got some GB racing ones, and I'm hoping I'm able to retain that. See if this is getting in there. If they don't just come out, oh, they do come out pretty easy here. So I know I'm not getting it attached very well. So, all right, so I couldn't really get the blue ones in there deep. So the wheel nut on this bike in the stock form is actually pretty deep in there. So you do have to use these long ones over just the short one. So you have to look up the length of this, but M5s, and see, this is M5 by what? Let me see. But you'll have to use the longer ones up front. You will not be able to use these shorter ones. So what you'll end up having to do is be careful when you do buy a kit on this. You'll have to order some blue ones that are a certain length, obviously, to fit these front two. And then the back two, you can just do the stock length with the 10-pack that I'll have in the description. But either way, still looks pretty sweet. A little splash of blue with those. I'm not too picky about it, but I will look up to see the length of them, and I'll post it in the video. But that is about it for the quick little install of the windscreen. It looks pretty sweet actually on there, so I like it. All right, thanks for watching. I'm out.